Hi, Michelle here from Happy Chakras. The practice today is aimed at those who maybe are recovering from illness. I've had a virus this week and I feel like I need to move my body now, but I don't want to do too much. So if you're also recovering from illness, or maybe you're just feeling exhausted or fatigued at the moment, or you just like a slow practice, then this might be for you. So I'm going to start off by sitting on a meditation cushion, but any cushion will do. And just take a few moments to arrive in my space and connect within. And turn around and make yourself comfortable. Don't feel that you need to sit cross-legged if that doesn't suit your body right now. Rooting down with the sit bones, lengthening up from the crown of the head. Nice long spine. And then just soften or close your eyes. And take a few moments here just to allow yourself to settle. And then bring to mind a positive word, something uplifting, something that maybe raises your energy or warms your heart. And allow the corners of your mouth to move up to your cheeks. And then open your eyes. Very good. Let's begin by rolling those shoulders. If you have been laying in bed for a while or just generally not moving, maybe watching TV, watching film after film because you've not got energy to do anything else, like me, and then raise those shoulders up, you can get stiff and the energy around the body gets stagnant. So we need to begin to move. And then let's take one ear to shoulder. Maybe drop the hand down at the side of the body. Please don't overstretch here. Come back, swap. And one more time. No force. Nice and steady. Very good. And turn the head to look over one shoulder, keeping those shoulders down. Center over to the other. Center. One more time. And just notice any tightness, any sensations. And then we'll start with 3 breaths of joy. Hands together at the heart space. Interlace your fingers. Push the palms away as the chin goes towards the chest and you round the upper back. Raise the arms up overhead if that's comfortable. Lengthening up and sweeping those arms down behind the back. Interlace the hands again and raise your heart up to sky. It's a lovely uplifting breath. Inhale, exhale, push away and round. Inhale, reach up, exhale, rainbow those arms. Inhale, interlace and lift the heart. Exhale. One more. Wonderful. And then come off your cushion. Let's just have a side bend, a nice, easy side bend, nice stretch up, lengthening the spine, and then tilting over, opening up that heart to sky. Always shine your heart up. Back to center and change. Reach up first and then side bend. And again, one more time. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Nice stretch along the side body. And then come back. Hands on shoulders, elbows together, elbows to sky, out to side and down. Shoulder rotations. If this is too much, then go back to just rotating. A more shallow rotation. Okay, very good. And then let's come onto all fours and move through a few cat-cows, dipping the belly, bringing head and chest through. Now you might notice that I'm not taking my nose to sky, or up towards sky, because I've got very sensitive neck. And so I'm listening to my body and moving how my body needs to move right now. Let's take the bottom to the feet, come up, and again, bottom to feet, rounding through the back, come back to table, dip, out. One more. And then back to all fours. And then come back to seated, excuse me, and take one leg out long, extend one leg, and take hold of the other leg wherever you can. If you can hold it just above the ankle, that's great. If you need to hold it elsewhere, that's also great. And then just begin to gently shake. And then take hold of the foot. And let's rotate through that hip joint. Opposite direction. And then if it's comfortable, you can do what we call rock the baby. So you wrap your elbow around your knee, or your rock the baby might involve taking your leg further away from the body. That's absolutely fine. Keep that length in your spine, allowing your energy to move freely up the spine. And then release. And just bend your knee, straighten the leg, bend, straighten, bend, straighten, point and flex the foot, and rotate through the ankle in one direction and the other. Okay, so let's do that on the other side. Bend the knee. Make sure this extended leg is firmly rooted, firmly grounded to the floor. Let's begin with rock the baby. I'm doing this in a different order. Memory. Well, sometimes when you're not well, it does mess with your memory, it does mess with your brain. And rotate through that hip joint in one direction and the other. Very good. And then lengthen that leg out. And point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Rotate. I forgot to do the knee bends. Rotate again. It really doesn't matter. Bend, lengthen, bend, lengthen. Very good. And point. Both sets of toes. Bring the toes towards you. And then maybe just bang the heels. So the first yama in yoga, or if you like, a principle, is called ahimsa, and it means kindness, being kind, non-harming. So being kind to yourself as well as others. And when you are being ill, you need to be especially kind to yourself and not beat yourself up and avoid judgment, which we try to do, most of us, in yoga, because that's another yoga principle. Let's come on to the back and just make any movement you feel you need to make right now. And then take both feet down on the mat. We're going to come into a supported bridge. So if you have got a yoga block, excuse me, if you've got a yoga block, I'm using this foam yoga block just for extra comfort. But if you've got a standard yoga block that tend to be harder than this, you could put a cushion or a folded blanket on top just for a bit of extra comfort. So bring your heels in towards your bottom and just make sure you can touch your heels, feet to hip width, toes are pointing towards the short side of your mat if you're on a mat. I am on a mat, but I've put this padded thing down as well, just for extra comfort. And then push through the feet, lift the hips, and position your block. You can use the cushion as well, but I would suggest if you use a cushion, put it on top of a large book or some kind of block shape thing, object. Let's check that chin is softening to the throat so that the neck is comfortable. Now this is a back bend. It's supported by the block. Make sure that the block is fully supporting the pelvis, so you don't want it coming up into the back. You want it so that the pelvis is supported by it, is resting on it. And then the arms can go alongside the body. Just soften those eyes here. And become aware of your contact, the contact your body's making with the floor. And become aware of any sensations in the body. any tightness, maybe sense of release. We are all different. We are all unique. And be aware of any emotions, any thoughts coming up. Just allow them to come up without judging them, without any analysis. And we'll just be here for 2 more natural breaths. And then if your eyes are closed, open the eyes, push through the feet as you remove your prop. And then place your pelvis back down. Allow a little time for the spine to realign. And then bring those knees in towards the chest. And then place your feet back down. Take up one leg. Bend the knee and take the ankle just below the opposite knee. See how that feels on your hip. If you'd like a bit more of a stretch, you can grab your block again and put it under the foot that's on the mat or floor. We're not going to do the full figure 4 movements. We're not putting hands behind the leg today. Remember, we're being extra kind. We're moving slow, allowing the body to recover or to just move slowly. One more breath. And then we're going to unravel. Lengthen out the top leg and then bend the knee. And take that leg down the mat. Remove your block from your other, from the foot of the other. So the bent leg, now we're going to take hold with the opposite hand and just guide it gently over. So we're having a twist. And if you need your block under your knee, or you can use a cushion, I'll grab this cushion that's here. I'm going to actually bump over. Yeah, I've just realised I should have asked you to bump your hips over. So if I start that again, unravel, push through the foot and just bump the pelvis over to the same side of bent leg and then twist. Take your arms into a W, a T, overhead, whatever's comfortable. Same with the head, looking straight up, looking in the same or opposite direction to the knees. Experiment, see what feels right for you right now. And then see, once you've found this shape, your shape, see if you can release into it, just letting go. We're just going to be here for a few more breaths. And maybe you don't want to keep your neck in one position. So it gently moving the head from side to side, or just changing position whenever you need to. And then slowly coming back to center. Bringing your hips back to center, and then have a rebound here in Shavasana. Or if Shavasana is not right for your rebound right now, then do something else. And then we're going to do that on the other side. So first of all, we bend both legs and the feet are hip width. And then take up the opposite leg, take it over the opposite knee and put the ankle just below that knee, not bone on bone. And then let's see how this feels for your hip on this side. Flexing the foot of the bent leg, or rather spreading the sole. That's what I should have said. Spreading the sole. That helps to protect the knee joint. Now, if that feels good for you and you'd like to go a little further, then grab your yoga block or a cushion, or you could even put it on the sole of the foot on a bolster, but that will be higher. You can also put it on the wall, but that will be a bit more. But the wall will be supporting, so it's not like you're holding it like this. Just keep it nice and soft. Softening that chin towards your throat. And take a nice breath in through the nose. And sigh it out gently through the mouth. Do a couple more. And as you exhale, allow yourself to release, allow tension to be released from your muscles, your joints, your tissues. We'll just be here for 2 more natural breaths. And then slowly extend that leg, taking the sole of the foot up to the ceiling. And then bend. I'll just move my cushion, so move any props. Lengthen that leg that's just been on top. And maybe you'd like Shavasana here. I'm going to go straight into the twist. So this time I will remember, push through the foot of the bent leg and bring the pelvis over just about 2 inches. And then guide the top leg over, still bent, into your twist. And maybe put something under the knee. And I've got a block and a cushion. Take your arms wherever they need to be right now. What feels good? Same with the head. Allow yourself a yawn. Feel the support beneath the back body. The support of the earth. Feel safe. And grounded. When we're ill or recovering, but especially when we're ill, we quite often need to reground, connect with the earth. Because we can feel unstable. Life is, or our daily activities are often put on hold. So allow yourself to feel that sense of connection with the earth. And know that the earth is supporting you. You can keep your head still, or like me, just gently move it from side to side. And then we're going to take one more natural breath. And slowly remove your props. Bring the legs back up. And have a full body stretch. And then move into your Shavasana. Where do you want to be for your relaxation time? There's lots of options. You might want to go into your traditional lying on the back Shavasana. You might, and put a bolster under your knees maybe. You might want your knees bent, toes coming in, and knees and inner thighs resting together in constructive rest. Or you might want to place your legs up a wall, or you might want to bend them and put them on a sofa. Whatever feels good for you. And begin now to let the whole body go. Release the physical body. That connection with the earth that you've maybe just experienced. Allow that to come to mind, that sense of support. If you've got a blanket, it's nice to swaddle yourself with a blanket. And it's also nice, a little tip here that I learned on my restorative yoga training. Got too many props here. is if you've got a blanket, this probably isn't the ideal blanket actually, but if you lie down on your blanket and then you begin to curl, I'll do it this side so that it's more obvious because of the colour. So imagine the heads lay here and this blanket's down on the floor, your head's here. And then you begin to tuck the whole thing around the head. I'll do that. And it's wonderful. So you can feel like in a little cozy cocoon around the head. It can also, because it covers the ears, if you want it to, it can help you move within a little more. And then let yourself go completely now. The whole body at rest. Nothing to do. But be here for yourself right now at rest. And that's where I'm going to leave you today. Rest for as long as you need to. Until next time, namaste.